Yeah, ATL on the rise, you know how we do. Beach tree dreams, dirty birds flying through. From the gridiron to the diamond, courts to the pitch. We reppin' ATL sports, every team, every niche. ATL, where the flames ignite. From Truist Park to the bins at night. Dreams take flight, hearts soar high. United we stand, reaching for the sky.
What is going on, everybody? Everyone's shocked every week we say we're back, since it seems like every other week I have a complication nowadays. But we're back. We're actually back. And as we creep closer to football season, we're going to be back. I know we got a lot to talk about today, from the Braves to the Falcons to some updates when it comes to the Hawks and just kind of their overall mediocrity. But before then, I want to talk about something great. It's going to be related to the Braves, since the All-Star break, have just decided to play absurd baseball. Kraemer, any idea what happened in 2001 as a record set by a certain pitcher in the 90s, 2000 era? Can you guess? Before I even say what, I'll tell you the stat. You can tell me. You can see if you can guess the pitcher. Okay. This pitcher extended his streak to 70 1/3 consecutive innings without issuing a walk, which at the time set a new NL record, and is one of the greatest displays of pitching control in baseball history. 2001.
Is it Glavine?
It's not. It's the other. It's
Maddox.
Mad Dog. It's Greg Maddux.
It's Greg Maddux.
Arguably one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
It was between the two.
Yep, Greg Maddux. Man, every time I read his numbers, I'm kind of like, how did this guy not win the Cy Young every year he played? He is a freak, man, and he was a machine
Half the time, I mean, it seemed like in that era too, it was the Braves bullpen just all competing for the Cy Young. It seems like everybody was everybody on that team was just fighting with each other at one point.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Which, I mean, what a great position to be in too, right? Like,
imagine
if they did it the Cy Young, like a Heisman Award, and it was just like your three best pitchers all sitting there waiting to get picked.
Yeah, that would be. I'm just imagining the Heisman where it's just like four players from your team, and you're like, dude, I win. Like, as a fan, I win regardless. This is amazing.
Yeah, dude. Going up there, eating carbone together before, chilling in New York, sounds sick. Sounds sweet. Listen, I've never asked you this live. We talked about it before. As a little bit of an intro to the day, I want you to give me your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta sports athletes. And I leave it vague.
I think we did this. We did it with
hip hop artists.
No, I think we did. Maybe we did something similar like this in our first 5 episodes, but I mean that was almost a year ago. So, wow.
And I said that specifically because I left it vague in the sense that you could pick someone who's from Atlanta, who's playing on another team. You could pick actual Atlanta, Brave, Falcon, Hawk, all of that. But you take it with how you want to and lay it on, and I'll get you afterwards.
See, this was okay. So I've been going through rabbit holes lately of watching, especially getting ready for football season. I'm watching a lot of highlight tapes of players, especially in Atlanta, of just getting pumped up. So number one, it has to be Julio Jones.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore of top sports. It's 1,000% Julio Jones without a doubt. It's just watching other players in the league speak about him. DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, people that he was for on almost all the 2010s, pretty much the entire 2010s, he was your favorite wide receiver.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? That's people look at that man, he was different. And I have been seeing this constant argument for the past 2 months now of, in their prime, who was better, Julio Jones or Antonio Brown. And it's just not a competition. They're like, well, if Antonio Brown was 6'4", but he's not.
But he's not.
But he isn't, and he's mentally insane. So
yeah, exactly.
If that's your go.
You know what? Why can't they just both be great? And we know that Julio was just a freak. You know what I mean? Antonio Brown was great, but Julio Jones,
Quintavious Jones.
It's funny too
because name.
Julio was like Calvin Johnson. I remember they put out this image one time back in the day. If you actually watched SportsCenter late into the night when it was still cool, they showed Calvin Johnson, which probably could be extended with Julio. From standing in the middle of a 2 or 3 car garage, he could jump and cover the entire distance of the 2 car garage, like catch radius.
Yeah, there is in the video game Madden 2020, you could get these special player cards to put onto your team where you could put Julio Jones. It was Julio Jones or Calvin Johnson at free safety, and it was a cheat code. It was just not. It was just the most disrespectful thing. It's like you can't even look that way without getting your ball intercepted. It was amazing.
Cool thing about Julio Jones too is a two-way player. You can go watch his defensive highlights also, which are just
he had a lot
hilarious.
of tackles.
Yeah, unfortunately, the good news about Matt Ryan was we all love him as a dog. The bad news is he did throw a lot of picks. And Julio got to clean up that work, which was fun to watch. So thanks for that. It actually gave us something else to watch. But okay, that's one. You got 3 more.
Julio Jones, I think, if you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s in Georgia, there's no other player that was on everyone's jersey. It was on everybody's mind. He was the most, what a fun name to say too, is just Chipper Jones.
Yeah,
I mean, Chipper Jones is a staple of Atlanta sports. You cannot write the Atlanta Braves in the 90s without Chipper Jones.
I totally agree. He was like every kid's idol growing up around here.
Chipper Jones was maybe one of the most spoken about players in every elementary school cafeteria, whatever you want to say. He was that guy. He was just fun to watch. He also had kind of had an eat crap attitude, right? He kind of gave you this weird smirk, but would talk some real crap in your face. He's a dog. He was a dog.
Yeah, I think it always blows me away to know that he was a guy who batted over 300 from both the left and right side of the plate. That's just pretty unreal for the switch hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And also just a sign of how good he was, man, like a natural talent to the game.
Yeah.
Just pretty awesome, man.
I'm trying to think here of, do I want to go football again?
Hey, this is yours. You could go all football if you want to.
Really? Okay.
All football. Also, I did want to just verify this before I said it out loud. I'm glad I looked because there's actually 2. Chipper Jones is still one of only 2 players to ever finish their career over 300 batting from both sides of the plate in the entire history of baseball.
That's crazy. Yeah. That is nuts. I think I'm gonna go with or what? I got 2 more. I got Julio and Chipper. Yeah, I guess. I don't even. If you asked me this question 5 years ago, then yes, it would have been probably Freddie Freeman, but I can't do that anymore. He's lost the sport.
It's sad, dude. Part of me wants to kind of bolster Freddie back up because I want him to retire a Brave.
I don't think he will.
But if they three-peat, which their odds are still the highest to do this year.
Yeah, because they just went and got that guy from
Scooball. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
That's so ridiculous.
So we'll get into that later. We'll talk about that because I have some words about that too.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, it's easy to say Matt Ryan, of course, but I want to say the guy that really made me fall in love with Falcons football, and it's going to disregard off the field things, but it's Michael Vick. Michael Vick was one of those Atlanta Falcons play. He was he walked and went to jail so Atlanta could have that 2010s run, in my opinion. He really got the people back into, because I mean, with Mathis and those guys in the early 2000s, the Falcons were kind of just dying off as a team. I don't remember people getting really hype about it since the end of the Dirty Bird era started happening. Deion Sanders out of there and everything. Then we get Michael Vick in 2002, and he has a great 4-year run where he's the most electric player in the NFL to watch any given Sunday. People
were spoiled, dude. We were so spoiled. I feel even without winning, we were spoiled.
People, I mean, just hearing people talk about the way they do Lamar Jackson, I'm you guys don't understand who wrote the code for that.
Yeah, seriously,
you don't understand who paved the way for Lamar Jackson to be in the position he's even in.
When your friends talk about
and Michael Vick was a way better
team. You can't have him on your team. And Madden, that was Vick. He started that.
Yeah, no, it was like, hey, you can't play as the Atlanta Falcons because he had 99 agility where he can run up and down the field back and forth and he never got tired. He had like 98 stamina or something. Like,
Yep. And
yeah,
like 99 speed too. So it's like, it's just
Yeah.
like, can't touch him.
you couldn't touch him. He was the next player after like Bo Jackson back in the day, who was like, if he was on your team, you're just like, all right, man, I'm not playing against you. I don't think there was online match playing back then when Vic in 04,
No,
right?
definitely
No,
not.
so that could have that was probably going to be a lot of broken controllers in people's
that would have been like
Michael
you hop
Vick,
in the game, you hop in the game against your opponent, see Vic's on there and just quit. Like it's like I'm not playing.
Yeah, you're like, you got it, buddy. It's not that serious.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Can I
Is
get?
that you got?
I got one more. Some honorable mentions I will say is probably Jorge Soler, just because he got the job done. Jorge Soler,
I love it, dude. That's a
yeah,
good
he
one.
was like he was a flash in the pan on the team. Him and Jock Peterson, two very notable guys that helped
Jock.
raise that trophy. That really, I mean, without those, you cannot write the 2021 Braves season championship, World Series championship, without those two guys being added to the team.
Listen,
you cannot.
I still look at a pearl necklace and I think of Jack Peterson. Like I think,
I think I have mine somewhere. I mean,
I do too.
Yeah.
Men can wear pearls because of
Yeah.
Jack Peterson. That's cool.
Jock made it sick. Taylor Gabriel is up there. Algie Crumpler. I'm trying to do like an Atlanta Hawk, but honestly, I don't like. I'm trying to think of also only players that like we grew up watching, right? Because I can. It's so easy to say like Dominic Wilkins, which is like we wouldn't be the age to remember that guy being a Hawk, right? So
yeah.
No. I might just have to go.
Give Warwick Dunn the ball, dude.
Dude, I was thinking about Warwick Dunn, but I gotta go Roddy White. Roddy White, Julio Jones playing together. Probably one of the most obscene and dominant wide receiver duos the NFL has ever seen. Those two guys together on any given Sunday, it was like, who are you defending? Pick one. And then they had Tony
Roddy
G.
White, dude.
They had Tony G with them too. I mean, what could have been with that, what should have been with that. It's just we didn't focus on defense. Then we end up focusing. It was whatever. You know that story. The story.
I was there. I was there on that very very unfortunate day. I think it's a solid four. So you got Julio Jones, Roddy White, Chipper Jones, and
Mike
Vick. Yeah, I mean that's a great team, dude. I'll rip through mine real fast for you. You're gonna laugh because this is like personal to me. Okay. So I'm gonna start it off with the only person who fully defines '90s baseball in my mind for the Braves, and it's Bobby Cox.
Okay.
I'm putting Bobby Cox's face up there, man. Like a record that will never be shattered with the most ejections of all time for a manager. R.I.P. And really great person too, just like incredible human being. So go Bobby Cox. I think you just can't talk about Braves baseball history in Atlanta without really focusing on what he did and the environment he created in the clubhouse. So from Bobby Cox, I'm gonna go with the Hawk that I grew up loving. I watched his highlights when he was at Wake Forest. Thought he was going to be the greatest point guard in history, which he was a very good one for a while, but he's not the best, obviously. But special to me, it defines that era is Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague. So early out of college, Jeff Teague, man, like he would thunder dunk on people when he first came out there at 6'1". Like Jeff Teague was the man. Couldn't really effectively shoot a three ball, which kind of made him demise. But
no, that's funny because he
young
was in the back of my mind. He was definitely in the back of my mind. Yeah,
and I had to decide too because it's like, dude, there was Joe Johnson, like
the number 0 too went hard. A Teague 0 jersey went hard.
100%, dude. Yeah. And Al Horford like really was like the Hawk for a long period of time too. Like, I mean, to give him his flowers. But yeah, Jeff Teague's the dog.
Lemon Pepper Lou too. Gotta give some respect. It's a small period of time. I'm not going to give him the Atlanta shrine. You know what I mean? And then I'm trying to use different ones too that you did. So I'm really like digging deep here to like say like, all right, who would I pick outside of that? And I would say for the Falcons, I'm going to go with Deion Sanders. Put
put on that shrine and that pedestal. Obviously, he's like the greatest athlete of all time and someone who played literally for both teams, batted 300 in a Braves season and played in the football season right after that.
Yeah, I want to give an honorable mention to that early 2000s/90s Braves team is Algie Crumpler.
Dude. It's my favorite tight end almost in history. Just like a bowling ball of a man, dude. And such soft hands, too.
350 pounds of just like anybody go. If anyone listening to this wants to go watch Algie Crumpler 2006 highlight tapes, you are going to be
actually just hit us up. Hit us up. We'll set up a Zoom link. We'll watch together because I'll be you'd be astounded to see the way somebody that size can move. Because anytime you see him moving down, you're like, oh, that's a guard pulling. Nope, that's Algie Crumpler. He's gonna get that ball and he's coming for your head too. All right, I got one more here. This is really tough.
Go for it.
I'm actually gonna say Greg Maddux. So I'm gonna go Bobby Cox, Jeff Teague, Greg Maddux, Deion Sanders. Who doesn't belong in that picture? It's Jeff Teague. But at the same time,
it's really funny, though.
It's cool.
I would love to see that graphic. That would be a funny graphic.
Jeff Teague has done a lot for like NBA culture too, though. He does a lot on his podcast is huge. Like he's a cool dude and has done a lot. But when he was in Atlanta, man, I really thought back when he was playing with Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, like in his early days when he got drafted, I think like 2012, 2009 maybe? Was it that long ago?
Who?
No way he's that old, dude.
Teague?
Yeah, Teague.
Teague was there for a minute. I mean, he was on the Hawks when we were in high school, if that makes you feel old. Yeah, dude, I was about to say, he was on the Hawks when we were in high school.
Man, 19th pick.
Not to age ourselves by any means, but...
No. Yeah, nobody try to do the math on that. You can't do it. You won't do it.
Please.
Yeah, please don't do it. That's nuts. All right, that's it. Let's get into it. Let's follow the Braves pattern. I'm wearing the shirt today.
Let's go to Braves.
Let's talk a little bit about this team that has post All-Star break, only have a 2.5 game lead over the Phillies, which everyone was like, you just absolutely got to be kidding me. We now have a 9-game lead on the division.
We were about to pull a Mets and just absolutely blow the lead for
the dude. First off, nobody could pull a Mets. Because when the Mets blow something, they do it spending more money than anyone in baseball, which is just hilarious. But actually, the Mets are doing a great job of just not winning games and having the most expensive team.
Yeah.
So, do you look at the numbers? The Rays right now are 71-47 with the second best record in baseball. They have surpassed the Dodgers despite all their money and crap and being horrible people.
Can we talk about? Sorry, you finished what you got to say.
Yeah, let's stick positive land, and then we'll talk about baseball.
I got some beef with some issues.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about from issues. If they're about Alex Anthopoulos specifically, like I'm more than happy to jump into him just dropping the ball. But
yep.
Let's talk about the good things. Obviously, this offensive team is just like erupted, which is crazy. Scored 29 runs against Texas when we came back. I mean, Ronald Acuna is back and playing decent. And like I said, like when we talked about this early in the year, when he came back, we were like, we don't need him to be the MVP. We just need him to play well. And that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, he's already hit 11 home runs in the season. Ultimately, everything's going right except for the position group that we needed most, which Alex Anthopoulos sat on his thumb with. I mean, he acquired these guys who were like, oh, what are we doing? These is just more of what we already have.
He acquired a bunch of broken toys and was like, we can change them like we did Chris Sale. And I don't think that's going to be the case.
And Chris Sale wasn't necessarily a broken toy. He just had a down year the year before. I mean, the guy has been to, before he came to the Braves, he had been to 9 All-Stars. That's not broken. That's a guy who still got it. We just squeezing every bit we can get out of him. But
get the juice out.
The guys we acquired, it was the classic, like, we got exactly what we traded. Like, what are we doing?
We got exactly what we looked for. Yeah, we got exactly what we traded for sure.
Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. Like, no big moves. I'm still having to watch every fourth game. Ha-Seong Kim bat right behind Sean Murphy for a combined batting average of 167. That's not the mean. That's not the average. That's the combined batting average of the two. Ha-Seong Kim so far this season has made $5 million per hit that he has. He has 5 hits on the season of his $25 million a year salary he's taking this year. I'll go do that. I actually think if you gave me a whole season, I get the ball 5 times. You can give me $5 million.
Yeah,
I say that
I
I
mean,
probably could only get 5 hits. Like the idea that I could hit 100-mile-per-hour fastball coming in my head is just like so. People are like ridiculous. Think they can hit bat like 100 in this league is crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, I would just. But 5 hits. I mean, you could just bunt every 5 of those, and like I got
We're too slow. We're too slow to burn that out. But like the average person, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Is like 5 hits of me like hacking it. Like, dude, I'll find someone to let me borrow an Adderall. I'll drink a Red Bull beforehand. I'll get wired enough to like be squirrely up there and make a bloop. What is that? I would have to hit one hit like every month and a half of baseball. I think I could do that.
You got to take like beta blockers and just like have everything slowed down for a second. You got to get like real slow. Like the pitch needs to come at you. But that's exactly actually where I wanted to transition to.
We had the positive talk. Let's go negative.
This bullpen we did not really do anything to help it. We got some other players. Sure. Maybe they can help in the long run, but as of right now, they have, since the trade line, have not done anything for us.
Lane Thomas is the only one that I will say, like, when I saw the trade, I was actually like, okay, Lane Thomas entered our team, by the way. This went really under the radar with the 4th highest on-base percentage of anyone on our roster when he came over.
That first game against the Yankees, did you see how we lost?
By the base running, but that was Ozzie.
No, we lost. First of all, it was 2-1.
We lost because they called back a run because Ozzie decided to take off to third and Drake didn't get the run in. So
it was 2-1 and we were winning. They come back, tie the game, bottom of the 9th with 2 outs.
Didn't Iglesias? Didn't he?
No. They came and tied it 2 outs, right? And then we walked 3 players in a row, and we walked a player to home to lose the game.
That's so sick. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Who was that?
That's crazy.
Was that Iglesias? Because I didn't watch that game, unfortunately.
No, you were living it up. It was,
I was on vacation.
So it was, we walked 4 straight players. No. We walked 3 of them, and we pegged one of them with a hit in the 10th inning to lose the game for the Braves. Honestly,
I gotta figure out who blew that game. We won the game with the balk, which we can get to in a second. Anyway, yeah, like that's the 3-2 loss from Friday, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Yep. That it was some of the most ridiculous. Like, it was like spoon feeding myself. Like, oh, the proof is in the pudding. Like, this is exactly what we deserve because we didn't do anything.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like basically our bullpen is made up of Rossiel Iglesias, who's been pitching horrible since the All-Star break. I mean, I think that'll come around. He was leading the league saves,
there was like an hour and a half delay in that game due to rain, and that can kill any momentum. But
and we also lost by 1 in both those 3 games. So like tough playing away in New York.
In the rain in New York, yeah.
Yeah, that's all tough. But here's what I'll say is like besides Kenley, who like any night he could pitch like the greatest pitcher in the world, or like he's a scared little boy. Iglesias, Fuentes, and we need what's his name healthy, man. Like we've got to have an inning guy ready to go, which unfortunately he's not. We have no one else that I really like feel good about besides maybe Dylan Lee coming in, which is a really, really bad spot to be. That being said, we made a lot of moves as starting pitchers, so don't worry. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. So as of right now, if we went into a playoff series, the second game of the series, you see Bryce Elder pitching.
Yeah, I mean, we just need our offense. Like, if our offense is going to strictly have to carry us through the playoffs at this point, because as of right now, it is looking extremely bleak for any hope in that bullpen on any sort of defense.
Yep. And that's the problem with the playoffs, too. Though, is like guys come in that first series. They're a little bit tighter. They play a little bit different. So pitching really matters. Like, it really matters. And the unfortunate truth is We just don't have the guys right now in pitching. I mean, it's like if we could pitch Chris Sale 5 times, great, but that's not going to happen. Martin Perez, Bryce Elder, Tyler Mahle, and then we have what's his name with.
We are technically 5th in overall pitching when it comes to the entire league right now.
That's what sucks, though. You look at the ERAs of these guys, and it's like, how are we 5th? Like, does that mean everyone else sucks? Because we have ERAs all over 3.5, except for Chris
because
Sale.
there's some game because we have a lot of games this season where we win 2-1, 2-0, 1-0. We have a lot of like very low scoring, and then you see us. We have some very high scoring games, but that's our offense doing the work, right?
Yeah,
so
and it kind of brings me back to this point too, which I did want to mention, is like we get really frustrated with the Braves because we also have the luxury of having a really, really good team core.
Yeah.
On any given night, Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, even Austin Riley, by the way, post All-Star breaks batting .290, which is unreal. Now, not over the season, but just over the past month.
Yeah.
Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna, Michael Harris, like Drake Baldwin. These are all this is an absurd roster of guys who aren't even getting paid all that much besides the 3 of them that I mentioned that can absolutely light it up any night. I think that's why we get so mad and so frustrated with AA. It's because, like, dude, we're missing 2 pieces. Like, please go get us a starting pitcher and a relief pitcher who can come in and help Iglesias out. And then, like, you get us Lane Thomas. It's like, I don't get that.
I want to give them benefit of the doubt and then saying, like, maybe they see something we don't see. Haha. But
I mean, they get paid to do it, so God, I hope they do more than we do. Like, I mean, the truth is, if the Braves gave us the reins, we'd be in a.
They better be doing some, like, behind-the-scenes Moneyball action where they're like, yeah, we're signing this guy because of the potential of this, and we can bring that out, or yada, yada, yada. But I just simply don't see it.
My hottest take on AA, though, to Kraemer, is related to that. It's like, if this, like, he struck gold going 4 for 4 on his acquisitions before the 2021 World Series with the guys who came in and just balled. And I think he's almost got like a little bit of the big head, and he's also playing Moneyball. And it's like, dude, if you want to do that, go be in the A's organization. Like, go help the Orioles out. But we have a lot of money and cap to spend. Like, freaking do it, dude. The fact that we didn't get Scooble on a $9 million $1 or one year deal like the Dodgers did for 3 not even top 100 prospects.
Does that not make you think, like, what do we have cooking? Maybe we're not looking to win this season. Maybe we're looking to already plan for the off season, which is loser talk, but
it's just, why would you do that when you're the second best team in baseball and you're clobbering your division? And there's no prospect on any team right now that I would rather have over Scooble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a beast.
He's going to get paid $200-300 million next year, and the Dodgers won't even be able to afford him. They'll find a way, which will bring me to my.
Yeah, they will. They will.
No.
They will sign him to a 10-year, $2 million per year contract and be like, we got you when you're retired. We could pay you whatever. They'll figure out a way, and it's gonna kill me.
This will bring me to my last point here. Enjoy this baseball season. Like, really soak it up, because there will be no baseball next year.
No.
There will be a huge lockout. We're going to get a salary cap. Things will get ugly. The players association is going to screw everything up, and we will not have baseball, which will suck. But it'll probably be best for the game, so the Dodgers can't keep doing Dodgers things, and the Mets will probably love it too, because they will quit spending so much money and be just as shitty. Sorry.
How do the Dodgers just keep getting away with it? You know, it's
why, like, coaches and leagues and team owners now are like, we're fed up with it. We were going to shut it out until you agree to this, because it's egregious.
So basically, if the Dodgers don't win a World Series, it's a bust. And then if they don't win a World Series this year, it's a bust, because then afterwards, all this rule, like, let's just say there is going to be a lockout, and there's going to be, some rule changes when it comes to that. And they're probably going to lose some players on their team, I imagine, because they're not going to be able to fit the new restrictions.
I have no idea how that stuff's going to work. Candidly, like, that's the stuff that I'm like, okay.
But what I'm saying is it's championship or bust for them. Like, it is a failure of a season if they went out and did all of this stuff, caused a huge riot, they made everybody mad, and then they don't win, and then it's just like, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the way you
nobody
have
wants to
chalk
see
it up.
them. No one wants to see them win for sure. I sure don't.
I
No
think
one
if the
wants to see
Dodgers
them
win a
win.
third, if they win a third one, they three-peat, and then we go to a player lockout, like a player-driven lockout and owner-driven lockout.
Why would they care? Why would they care, right? Why would they care if they won?
Here's the biggest problem. Like the lockout happens. Like, I think that's the worst thing to happen for baseball, because people who love baseball will be like, okay, I don't care anymore, and then take a year break. You're going to kill viewership. So the ultimate goal is you have to kill the Dodgers. Like, we have to kill the Dodgers in the first round of the playoffs. Whoever it is that gets that draw, you got to step up to the plate and kill these guys, because it's bad for baseball.
They're not. Where do they currently sit in?
They're the third best team in baseball, and they're up 4 to 4.5, 5 games in their division, I think, over the Giants.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, over the Padres. Sorry.
So right now we are fighting for our.
No, we're not fighting for our division. 8.5 games over beating the.
No. We're fighting for the first bye, right? Or do we get that?
Yeah, no, we would be a bye no matter what. It'd be the wild.
Okay.
Well, right now we would. Actually, dude, I mean, this is. Crazy.
We got a long month.
Yeah, it really is, man. So we won't obviously have to play a wild card if we win the division, which would be great. But dude, yeah, it's we got a wild ride and some good games coming up. Let's pivot though, so we don't spend too much time. I know you and your brother talked about it a good bit last week, but let's talk some exciting trends and maybe some pretty scary trends occurring as well with the Falcons.
Yeah, so the Atlanta Falcons are, first of all, did you watch? You probably didn't, but the Hall of Fame game, preseason game.
Brother, you think I wouldn't watch the first football game?
Haynes King.
Brother, watching Haynes King and Carson Beck duel it out was like the most exciting thing I've seen in a Hall of Fame game in years. I was loving watching that game.
I need the Falcons right now to pick up the phone and call the Panthers for Haynes King. I want him on my team. If that's a quarterback. That man, I don't know if he's like what the status is and like how he's been doing in camp at all. And like, is he on like, the chopping block to not make the final roster or whatever? But my goodness, give me
not after that game, dude.
Yeah. Give me a guy like that on my team that is going to be like, yeah, whatever, Hall of Fame game. I'm going to go head first into the end zone to win this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, in a Hall of Fame game, week -6.
Yeah.
Week
-6.
That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. The guy just wants to play ball, dude.
Yeah. The guy just loves ball. And I hope everybody watched that and was just like, got everybody amped up, because that is one of those moments where 10 years down the road, I'm going to ask my friends, like, where were you when Haynes King came back with zeros on the clock to dive into the end zone
on August 9th.
Or
August 7th.
On August 7th to beat Carson Beck and the Arizona Cardinals in Canton, Ohio at the Hall of Fame game.
So sick, dude. Just
so sick. In front of Luke Kuechly getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. I mean, come on.
There was another guy there. I have some schlup, dude. I don't remember his name. Another dude who was getting inducted. We won't talk about him.
Larry Fitzgerald.
No, not Larry Fitzgerald. Another guy. Played for a really crappy team. Kind of a loser. No need to talk about him. Drew Brees.
Oh, I did not know. I thought he's already been inducted. I didn't realize he was getting inducted that night too. I had no idea.
Pretty big nerve, dude.
I'm a Luke Kuechly fan. So
I'm a huge Luke Kuechly fan, only because the position he played. I hated watching Drew Brees smile and beat us. It's just miserable. When I think about Luke Kuechly, I think about all the good stuff he did, and then I also think about Julio Jones mossing him, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about some highs and some lows I'm seeing from the Falcons here. So let's
go
call
ahead and
the biggest
start.
low besides Jalen Walker. I know y'all talked about that last week.
Yeah, but it was right after it happened, so I'll go ahead and start with the bad news. Jalen Walker officially will miss the 2026 season due to a torn ACL.
Yeah, and if you didn't realize it when the whole team was on a knee and he was screaming, it's like, it's not good. People don't go out with bone bruises like that. You know what I mean?
Contusions.
Yeah, contusions. Yeah. People don't get contusions and have the whole team on a knee praying. That's not it.
I think you said something about you got a favorite player you've been watching at camp.
Yeah, dude, and we need to talk about this. So It's like
Go
funny,
for it.
and it is not. I've been talking about this with another.
No,
buddy of
it
mine in
sounds
July.
like you have like what is it? A desperate delusion.
I've watched 30 minutes of tape on this guy, which for me to be watching 30 minutes of tape on Jack Strand, I'll go ahead and say his name, Jack Strand, future starting quarterback and hero of the Atlanta Falcons. This guy, I'm not kidding you. We have to play him in quarterback. From everything I'm hearing about Tua and Michael Penix just being like broken little toys, there's no way we can't play Jack Strand. So listen to some stats about Jack Strand's career in college, and you're gonna say, "Oh no, it's D2." I promise you, one of your favorite players of all time.
His the college he went to was Minnesota State Moorhead.
Yeah, Minnesota State.
Whoa,
University,
he's 6'5", 240?
6'5", 240. You know who's built like that? Cam Newton was built like that. Whether you like him or not, that's what he is. Listen to these numbers, again.
Jack Strand kind of looks like Jack Strand looks like a sober Johnny Manziel.
Soak this up, Kraemer. Soak what I'm about to tell you, because you need to, because you're going to be seeing him starting for us maybe in a year. Jack Strand, 64% completion throughout his college career. He threw for 13,000 yards.
Oh, my God.
He had 126 passing touchdowns, 50 interceptions, and rushed for 9 touchdowns. On top of that, he's a 2-time Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Offensive Player of the Year, 2024-2025. And he won what is considered the Heisman Trophy for D2 football in 2025. Okay. When you go watch this guy's highlights, you can say like, oh, it's D2. It's all that. He looks bored carving up defenses. Like he's in the pocket, evading, like bouncing off people and then throwing lasers. 45-yard lasers, 50-yard. I don't get it.
Did Division II just always exist? Like, how long has his football program been in, or NCAA Division II?
He broke every record for Minnesota State University Moorhead.
Wait, I gotta see when this division started, because it determines
1973.
Okay, so that's a little bit less impressive, but he is, 1973, that is 53 years. It's been around for 53 years, and he is considered the 10th best player in division history. Pretty good for 60 plus, or for 50.
Pretty dang good.
3 years, yeah.
I mean, you've heard of guys like Austin Eckler, right?
Yep.
Pretty good. Adam Thielen.
Yep. Vincent
Jackson.
Pretty good. Give me a quarterback.
Guys.
Give me a quarterback from there.
Zach Zabrowski.
Was
Central Missouri.
Was
very recent.
Was Brett Favre at Southern Mississippi? Was that not Division II back then? I know it's Division I now, because they're the Sun Belt.
It's D1 still.
It's still okay. D1, like second conference of D1, whatever. You know, there's like 6 different divisions within the division of. Yeah, you have the USA Conference, which is technically D1 still, but it's like, brother, that's not really.
All I'm saying is that it's not unheard of to have greatness leak out of D2 programs in the NFL. I will say QB is the hardest one to find like some decency, but you don't need to look further than who's spinning the rock at spring training over in the beautiful town of Flowery Branch, Georgia. It's Jack Strand. And I don't know, man, like
are you saying this because he's the only quarterback that's like fully been practicing for?
No, I'm saying this because I pull it up when they go through 7-on-7s with live people there watching and recording it. And every single time I check his stats, he goes in red zone, 10 for 11 with a touchdown, no interceptions. And then you go through Michael Penix and Tua's lines, it's like 4 for 11 with 2 picks in the red zone. And I'm just like, let's just use like, and he's doing it all with the ones, by the way. Jack Strand is playing with the ones.
Well, yeah, well, he has to play full contact with the ones because the other 2 guys can't.
It's not even they can't do anything.
That's true.
It says something to me that Jack Strand is not playing with the 2s like we see with Cooper Rush. He's playing with the 1s, and he's dominating against some of the best DBs, by the way.
Already forgot Cooper Rush is on the team.
Yeah. So, all I know is you may see, at this point, you may see Tua getting waived instead of Cooper Rush or Jack Strand before the season starts.
Well, we will see him this Friday at 7. I will be watching him at least at 7 p.m. this Friday against
Dude,
the
I don't
Denver
miss
Broncos.
preseason games, dude. Like, I don't know why people knock it. Don't you want to see what the future talent of your organization looks like?
I love preseason games. Anybody that's against preseason games that doesn't like ball, that's just a fact.
I want to see how these guys are being developed who are going to be the backups for our team and potential future rising stars. Like, I want to see our draft picks.
I want to see Zachariah Branch in person. I want to see that man catching bombs down the field from Jack Strand. That would be amazing. Give me a taste of that.
Do you not want to see Avion Terrell? The first looks at Avion Terrell?
That's what I'm saying. The thing is, I've heard he's been doing so well at camp. Like, I don't know how much starting time he will play in the preseason.
It's also funny, man. I watched a little flick about Avion, a little one of those like put together things by some weirdo who loves football as much as we do. And dude, Avion was really excited to come to Atlanta because he actually is like really excited to make a name for himself outside of his brother. Like he's made that very well known. He's like, my brother does great. He's like, I want to beat the crap out of him at every single drill we do, everything that I do. I want people to know me as Avion, not AJ's brother.
The younger brothers usually the second brother that comes in the league usually does a lot better.
Well, JJ Watt might have a thing or two to say about that, even though TJ is exceptionally good as well.
Equinemius St. Brown, Amon-Ra. I bet you didn't even know.
His brother,
Brown's brother was a Chicago Bear. Yeah. Well, actually, he got drafted to the Packers originally.
And we see it a lot. And what it does is you have experience trickling down that can get him to another level quicker.
Clay Matthews, his cousin, joins the league. Mr. Jake Matthews on the Atlanta Falcons, legend.
I didn't know they were cousins. I feel like I should have known that though. All I know is this kid's a dog, man. He went to Clemson. His brother went to Clemson, and people were always like, "Are you just trying to live in his shadow?" And he's like, "No, I'm clobbering his shadow. Like I promise you, I'm me." And that's
kind of hard to say you're not living in a shadow. I mean, you can't control where you get drafted, but it's like, damn, now I get drafted exactly.
Clemson,
my brother. Yeah, I get drafted exactly by the same team, which like I love it as a fan, but like as his perspective,
he loves it too, though.
Yeah,
he loves it too. I think he's using it. This is what I come to say.
Well, the thing is, NIL, bro. The thing is, NIL wasn't a thing when AJ was there, but when his brother went there, I'm sure they were like, "Yo, your brother was good. We're sure you're really good. We will give you the bag." And he was like,
"You're a 4 fringe 5-star, and your brother was the man. You have the pedigree. Like, we'll give you $4 million to come play Clemson.
You can, and you won't have to pay for anything." Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the move. But that's what's got me excited. It's also what's got me nervous. Like I talk about Jack Strand, getting excited about him. Obviously, my nerves kick up because I'm talking about Jack Strand being our quarterback. Even though I'm gonna kill him with positivity. The fact that Michael Penix looks like trash when he is on the field and that he's not on the field half the time because he's still broken. I'm just like...
Because he's still broken.
I'm just like, bro, we just paid all these skill position players and we got nobody to distribute besides Jack Strand. I'm very concerned. And I honestly, at this point, are we going to play too in the I guess he's starting like in the preseason to see if he's got brain cells.
Yeah, I mean, he was dealing with back tightness. Yeah, he's been dealing with a back issue, which I'm like, okay, whatever that means. I mean, I'm dealing with a back issue too. I still go to my job every day too. What the hell?
See us on the pod, dude. Like I'm back hurts like hell.
I'm still playing pickup in Midtown, like basketball. You don't see me complaining.
Yeah, I don't even have an ergonomic chair right now, and I'm showing up.
Chill out on that. Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Yeah, I haven't played pickup basketball in a minute just because it feels like honestly dangerous to my life.
I was an absolute bucket this past Friday, like an absolute problem on the court. The most broken 2K jump shot you've ever seen in your life.
I might pop out of one of your runs just to come cheer you on. Maybe slip in there and shoot some. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you definitely have to go and pick up the vibe because, I was playing a game of 21 with a group of strangers. Just to get off topic here. I was playing a game, just like we were doing it to warm up before running one. And this dude straight up like, I was just like, I got a rebound, took it back. I was casual. I had a headphone in. Like, we're warming up. It's a game of 21. The guy comes up, hip checks me, catches me on a bad foot and shoves me to the ground and grabs the ball. And I was like, oh, I looked at him. I go,
I ought to quit, dude. I'm not going to do this.
I looked at him. I go, are you serious right now? This is a game of 21. He met me at the rim maybe 5 minutes later, and I just threw him into the fence.
Nice.
And he goes, okay. And then he picked me on his team when we ran. I was like, yeah, all right.
That's what he was doing. She was testing you. Honest to God, dude, if someone even like tries to box me out for a rebound anymore, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. It's just not worth it. Like, because I'm gonna get my ankle rolled or my hip banged up.
I did get my ankle stepped on.
It's just not worth it to
bad,
me anymore.
yeah.
I'm too fragile for this. I got 99 problems, and my kids are one right now, so I got to like make sure that they can be taken care of.
Anyway, Falcons, yeah. So preseason games are coming up this Friday. I'm very, very excited for it. I am ready to just watch a full slate of just backup quarterbacks duke it out and backup. The beauty about preseason football is just like you get to see these young bucks get a shot, make a name for themselves. Like, come on, where were you when trying to think of a good man? I can't even think about it, but there was this Jets guy who was on like last year or 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. This Jets cornerback that was on the fringe of getting cut, and he He was on the kick return team and scored a game-winning kick return
to the
crib, something like that. Yeah. But I'm like, and then they were like, yeah, that got him his roster spot, and I was like, that's sick.
That's
a
cool,
beautiful
dude.
story. That's a beautiful story.
It's also good to watch guys who are afraid of contact on the offensive line get told your dream's over because you're scared, and like that's okay too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hard Knocks isn't about that life anymore. You know they don't do cuts on camera anymore.
Yeah, which is just crazy. That was half the like pain.
That was my reality TV. That was my reality TV of like my fan favorites getting eliminated. Like, what the heck? Like,
Real Wives of New Jersey? No, like the Real Men of New Jersey. I'm trying to see these Jets get cut, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
My key card don't work no more. I guess I got cut.
Guess they cut me.
Because they cut me.
It's only year 2. You already cut me? That was so funny, dude.
That was so funny.
All right, let's pivot here a minute. We're obviously running a little over. Let's talk a little bit about
Speaking,
the Hawks. They've done a bunch of mid moves. Ricochet's gone. Let's talk about the dream,
which is cool. Let's talk
about the dream.
Ricochet's gone. It's like we get what? That was our first
round draft pick. Yeah,
overall first round draft pick, winning the lottery for the first time in God knows how long, and we have already gotten rid of him. So that was
sick.
Real cool experiment.
Awesome,
it's over,
man. I there's nothing better than just getting horrible first round picks.
Yes. It is really, really bad. Let's talk about just the Atlanta United. I won't talk a lot about Atlanta United. Honestly, the World Cup.
Can I just say one thing before we get into it? Let me just say this, because I had to pull this out. Do you know who the 2 players who were drafted on either side of Zachary Ricochet by a year are?
What do you mean? Like, who were
the first round picks the year before and year after?
Oh, it was Victor Wembanyama and then Cooper Flagg, right?
Yes.
That's so annoying. Go back so annoying.
3 years before that. Anthony Edwards.
And then
Cade Cunningham and Paolo Banchero. So every single one of the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll include the fact that I think AJ is going to be nasty from BYU going to get play for the Washington Wizards. You include all that. 6 of the last 7 years have been the franchise player for their team. With the 1 year they're not. It's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the most.
That's that's
crap, dude. I've ever heard.
That is the most Atlanta. Yep. But Atlanta United, they are honestly we have our starting team, and then we have a second team, and the second team is on a good winning streak and like doing very well. Our actual team is really bad, and it is not good whatsoever. They have just been losing games whatsoever. I think, let me go see. This is still the second team. We are, but yes, we are very bad. It's not great to see, man. Let me see. We have New York Red Bulls up next. But we are on a current. We've either drawn or tied. Guess the last time we won a game. Oh wow. No. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Guess when the last time we won a game?
June 29th.
3rd week of March.
No, it can't be right.
I just double checked. Oh, okay. Sorry. The first week of May.
That's still really, really bad.
I mean, with the pause of the World Cup, I understand there's but like, dude.
That's a full quarter, dude. We're like a quarter removed from our last
That's
You get fired. You get fired for that in my line.
At least a pip. We are
Minimum a pip.
Pip. Yeah, we are actually the worst team in the entire league. And so cheered up for the season. We have won 3 games and have lost 12.
I really wish we could do like animated sounds on here because I'd love to do the applause sound. That's just like really awesome.
We have won 3 total games.
We're good, dude. We are good. And
anyway,
the cool part about it is like it's soccer, so
it's anyway, with better news, as the end of the season is wrapping up, we do have the Atlanta Dream, number 6 overall. These women have been fighting the past couple weeks here. They went on a nice little win streak. They just lost their last game to, I believe they just lost to the Mystic, who are actually tied with us for number 6 in the league right now. Same percentage. 19 wins, 12 losses. The girls have just lost their shooting a little bit, but they'll pick it right back up.
We never had it based on the stats we read last time.
The playoffs coming up quick. They should have an easy win against the Tempo tonight. But yeah, they are looking pretty well, and hopefully we can get my buddy John on here before before the playoffs start. So looking forward to discussing a little bit about that. But yeah, man, do you got any last words of what we got here?
No, honestly, let's all stay positive on the Braves, and let's see what's going to happen.
It's going to be a long month. It's going to be a long, very interesting month. We have the Dodgers, we have the Brewers, which is 2 of our biggest competition. We have the Phillies again. We have the Mets starting this Friday.
Let's go get some wins. Let's just go to the postseason.
Let's go half. Let's just go half and half.
Happens.
If we can win half of these games, we're solid. We're fine.
We're gonna be fine. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. That's like this new podcast is. That's our catchphrase. We're gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay. Take us home, Kraemer.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys all for listening to another episode of the Atlanta Sports Special. And whether you flew here or you grew here, we appreciate having you.
Rise up, baby.